Hi, everyone. In today's episode, we will be discussing essential oils for kids. The school year is just around the corner, and we want all of our kids to start the year off healthy and strong. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to our podcast. And of course, stick around to the end for our scoop of the day. Welcome to the Essential Oil Scoop, where we serve up real talk with real results. Get ready to explore the incredible world of essential oils and how they transform your daily wellness. I'm Vicky Labrilia, and this is my co-host, Sarah Sipos. With over 22 years of collective essential oil knowledge and experience, we are well equipped to bring you the best tips and tricks for all your needs to live life to the fullest. So join us as we dish out the juicy scoop to a healthier, happier you. It's time to elevate your life. Tune in and let's dive deep into the realm of essential oils for a life of vitality and well-being. Sarah, today's episode is super amazing. We are discussing the oils that will protect our littles, keep them strong, keep them in balance. We have a juicy, juicy episode. It's going to be an ear opener and an eye opener. Indeed, right? Who are we targeting here to help them understand that they need this in their daily life?
So really, I mean, when we're talking about these great pre-blended, everything is perfectly diluted for your children. You don't have to worry about any of the things. So all of the oils that we're talking about is from the doTERRA Kids collection. And let me tell you, whether you are a public school mama, private school mama, or a homeschool mama, you're going to want to use these on your kids to keep them healthy, keep them focused, keep them strong, doing all the things that they want to do, and keeping them, of course, at optimum health is always the best thing. So we are going to talk about all these amazing oils today that are in this collection. And basically, our whole episode is a scoop. It's the whole thing is going to be the
It
juicy
is.
scoop today. Like it's the whole thing is just a big old tidbit of information all the way. So
We have 7 oils, right? There's 7 oils in this powerful toolkit that you have the ability to purchase. Let's start off with the essential oil blend because all of these are blends. All of them are pre-diluted for our littles. You can use these from womb to tomb, right? I am in my 30s. I absolutely use every single oil in the kids kit, and obviously I'm not a child. So let's start with stronger. Sarah, I'm going to have you take it away, girl.
So I love Stronger because it's the protective blend. It's very similar in the sense that it helps boost the immune system. So it's very similar to On Guard, but it has different oils in it. It has um cedarwood and litsea and frankincense and rose, along with obviously fractionated coconut oil because we already said it's perfectly diluted for littles. And this is really good. On Guard can tend to be a little bit more on the spicier side. And so sometimes that can cause skin irritation, especially to children. You got to remember, children aren't just tiny humans. They have their immune systems haven't been fully developed. They are still growing. They still have their systems are still in the process. And so they're not just little humans, tiny adults. They are babies, they're children, and we need to make sure that we are addressing their needs for them, not just because they're small versions of us. Even though they may act completely like you, you may have a little mini me running around that is your mother's cursed child that your mom was saying, I hope you have one just like you someday. So that child is probably a mini you, but it isn't really truly a mini you. It's got, it's still developing. So we want to use oils and we want to make sure we dilute, especially on fragile skin and for their systems that are still developing and growing. But this is a great oil to be using to help them to boost that immune system, to help them. I mean, okay, gotta remember, y'all, they've been home and they've been in your little protective environment for like 2 months now. And if you're a homeschool mama, they're always in your protective environment. But now that co-ops are going to be back in session and school's back in session, and some of the kids that your kids hang out with are going back to school, you're still going to want to protect their little immune systems from getting every single thing out there. We want to protect them from the germs. So putting stronger on the bottoms of their feet is going to be a really great help, especially with all of the dermies and the bugs and all the things that are going back. I know people are just really going through a lot with ear infections and sinus stuff going on, and there's just a lot. And you just kind of want to make sure your kid has a boost of immune system so they can kind of fight off those things a lot easier. So that's what I recommend Stronger for.
Absolutely. So Stronger is ideal for every single child, every single adult all around the world. It has rose in it. It is a very high vibrational essential oil, and it's great for when environmental threats are high to promote feelings of wellness and vitality. And I'm telling you, teaching for 13 years, being around many, many children, I highly recommend this. I could not say it better than Sarah did. It's also great for soothing occasional skin irritations. When you provide nature's remedy in a bottle like doTERRA has so beautifully crafted, your body thrives, and it thrives in the direction of wellness. So, yes, Stronger is the protective blend. It is very powerful. We highly recommend it. The second oil in the 7 essential oil kit, the kids kit, is Brave. And Brave is the courage blend. You guys, we're going to do a whole other episode talking about the emotional benefits of these essential oils for our littles. So stay tuned for the next episode. But Brave it encourages tranquility. So you use this before new and different situations for an enhanced atmosphere of feeling courageous and confident. You guys, the beginning of school is terrifying. Can we just scream that at the rooftop? Let's be real. I was terrified as a child going into school. And it got worse as I got older because I got in my head. Okay, we all can agree, we get in our heads when we have those teen hormones raging through our bodies. It's just we're not confident. And if you were to give your child the opportunity to apply this oil on their pulse points, huff it when they're in the van before they get out, then you're going to help them feel more at ease and have that confidence and courage. Sarah, what do you want to say on this blend?
Brave is the reason why I bought the entire kids collection the very first time I ever laid my eyes on it, because I got to test out Brave and I was like, this is my favorite oil. I love Brave. I mean, it has osmanthus in it. I mean, can we just like osmanthus is one of my favorites. So
So
it's got
good.
wild orange, it's got amyris, and it has osmanthus and cinnamon. And it has that fractionated coconut oil, and it's just super uplifting. It's really great when you're feeling discouraged or having low energy. Um, and Vicky already talked about being scared and afraid. It also helps with lack of confidence and motivation. Sometimes we are afraid, we have fears when our confidence isn't super high, especially kids, especially, can we just talk about girls for a second? I feel like in middle school, the tail end of elementary school and middle school, this is where girls' self-esteem kind of takes a huge hit. And for girls, this is especially important. I'm not saying that boys can't have low self-esteems too, but generally, if you look at statistics, this is when girls start to hit low self-esteem. And this oil, I mean, we can go into the emotional things about this in a couple of podcasts from now, but it's just really good. It's also really good for upset stomachs. Think about this: when you're nervous and scared, your stomach starts to get tight in, and you start to feel a little uncomfortable and like, butterflies, but not in the good way.
Easy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, queasy. Yeah. And so it's a great one to help when you're feeling that way. And just additional aches, pains, that type of thing, because it does have some really great oils like osmanthus and amyris in it, which will help with those pains as well.
Yes. So we've talked stronger, we've talked brave. Let's go on to thinker. Thinker is our focus blend, and it is fantastic. I literally have it on my desk. I'm waving it around. You can't see, but you just have to believe me. Can you hear the tapping? Yeah. Okay. So thinker is our focus blend. I don't know about you, but I know as an adult and my entire life, I've struggled with focus, retaining focus, getting in alignment with focus, especially in a school setting. I was like, oh, squirrel, there was a noise. Oh, where was it? Oh, my toe itches. Okay, Vicky, focus. Vicky, focus. So it helps create a supportive and positive environment to work for work and study time. Thinker also smells amazing. You guys, all of these blends in the kids kit smell amazing. Sarah, you want to touch on the oils that are in this Thinker Focus blend?
Yeah, so Thinker has vetiver in it, which is fantastic, especially if your mind likes to wander a lot. And then you have clementine, which clementine is just, I love all citruses. It's so good. And then we've got peppermint. Again, this helps to focus. There's been tons of studies done. This is one of the biggest studies that was done several years ago was giving kids peppermint candies for test taking. So they would give the kids peppermints when they were teaching them about the subject matter. And then when they tested them on it, they would give them peppermints during the testing process, and it would help them to recall the testing, the subject like 10 times faster and easier for recall. So peppermint is a really great oil. This is one of why I always say like for homework and focus, I used to always diffuse peppermint and lemon for focusing for our kids. But clementine is great for focusing as well. And then we've got rosemary, which rosemary is amazing for brain health. It has so many great properties for brain health, and there's been so many studies on PubMed about rosemary and brain health. So Thinker, just all the way around with all of the different oils that it has in this, you can see it's a powerhouse to help kids to really hone in and focus and have that when they're having maybe some lack of concentration or maybe they need some mental clarity. Um, Also helps, when they're a little overactive and maybe when they're a little underactive as well. So it's a great oil all the way
Yes.
around.
Great. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, we only have three done so far. And I already said it was going to be a quick episode. I don't know. Maybe we should break it up a bit, but let's keep going. Okay. The next oil that I want to highlight is Steady, which is the grounding blend. Okay. It helps encourage resolve during times of distress. And you can also use it to create a balanced um, ambiance around you. So, Steady is great. Think of it when you were a child and on the playground, you wanted to play Foursquare, but there was either a line or maybe a couple kids in your grade that you were a little hesitant to be around because you were intimidated for one reason or another. Steady would be a great oil to have to calm those emotions. All of these in the kids kit, and I know we said we're going to talk emotions in a later podcast, but all of these oils that are in this blend that Sarah's going to touch on are phenomenal for your immune system. Okay, like case in point, one of the oils in Study the Grounding blend is what was it? Balsam fir. Phenomenal. Phenomenal for your immune system. So Sarah, take it away, girl.
So this oil has amyris, it has the balsam fir, it has coriander, and it has magnolia. So it has it has some tree oils in there, which help us to stay more grounded and more steady because this is it's a grounding blend for kids, which you're probably familiar with balance that we use a lot for adults, but balance is a great one for kids as well. This one is another grounding blend, and that coriander and the magnolia. So coriander is a spice, right? And magnolia is a flower. So that kind of helps also kind of be a little uplifting, but not like crazy, right? You don't want your kids crazy. You want them just a little uplifted. And magnolia is that light, it's a very light, beautiful. I love the smell of magnolia flowers. And so that's a light one with flowers, so it's a little bit more gentle. So if you think of it, you've got your wood for grounding, you've got your spice to kind of keep things moving, and then you've got your flower to be like that little gentle reminder to just to breathe and to relax.
There, that was so well said. I just felt it. I just truly felt it. Like I applied it just now. It's great. So, yes, steady is amazing. The next essential oil blend that we want to highlight today is called Tamer, and it's our digestive blend. You guys, if you don't know, now you're going to know. I get motion sickness. It doesn't take much for me to get queasy. Like Sarah already said before, sometimes our emotions reside in our gut, and then therefore we start to get queasy, right? Tamer is a wonderful blend for your anything and all things digestive support, motion sickness, stomach upset, y'all, you're going to get your Tamer. And by the way, it smells amazing. Tamer is in my purse. You better believe it. I don't leave my house without Tamer. You eat too much, you're in the car and you get motion sickness like myself. It is a phenomenal oil. Sarah, what else can we share with them about Tamer?
So Tamer has ginger in it. It has peppermint. It has parsley. It has spearmint, bergamot. Um, sorry, it's got Japanese mint, spearmint, ginger, black pepper, and parsley. So it has some really amazing mint oils, which all digestive needs, right? They help with all of our digestive needs. So does ginger. This is not like brand new information to you. What's brand new information to you is the combination of it all. Parsley, we know that parsley. Why do you think restaurants put parsley on your as a garnish? It's not just as a garnish, it's for your digestive system. Parsley helps you to digest. That's why it's on your plate. Vicky's mouth is wide open right now. Apparently, I touched on a subject she wasn't familiar with because her mind is
You?
just her mind
Y'all
is
should see
blown.
my face. My chin dropped to the floor because I'm thinking, I thought that was just like fluffy stuff that got in my way. So I pushed it to the side.
Well,
Stop.
now you know that parsley is actually really good for your digestive system. And the reason they put it on your plate is to help you with that after digestion. And eating it with your food helps you to digest better. So, if you all
Girl, I
didn't
love
know
it.
that, you just learned something new that parsley is really good for digestion.
That's why it's in
And
Tamer.
black pepper is another one that's really good for the digestive system. So you've got these amazing oils that are perfectly blended for um for stomach that, they're little kids can get upset stomach really easily. So this is a great thing for kids um to help with that. Also because it has um all these mints in it, it's really good to bring body temperature down quickly if you're in the need for bringing body temperature down. It's also really going to help the respiratory system too, because again, we have a bunch of mints in here that really help with that respiratory support. And like, and it's gonna, okay, y'all, do you ever get like bloaty and gassy? Because if you do, Tamer's like the thing that's going to help you to get rid of some of that bloaty, gassy feelings too. So there you go. There's my take on Tamer.
Yes, the essential oils for kids is a real thing. And I invite you all to invest in your children's physical and emotional well-being. Okay. We have two more oils to touch on. Rescuer, we're going to talk about right now. Rescuer is our soothing blend. Okay, if you're familiar with doTERRA, then you know Deep Blue. When I say Deep Blue, it's all things supportive for your ligaments, your joints, all the things to help your body physically feel better. They made a formula specifically diluted for children, but Sarah and I use the entire kids kit ourselves, and you can roll it on. All of these are roller blends, okay? Roll it on to the areas where your legs are tired. So, my friends, if you have children of school age, they are rough and tumble for a decent amount of time during the day, playing sports, you name it, and their bodies are growing. So there's growing pains. This is a tool for you to help your children feel better and get the comfort they need without any of the toxins. It is great for after strenuous activity. You can apply it to your temples and the back of your neck to reduce feelings of tension. It is wonderful. Sarah, let's discuss that for a moment.
So it's got copaiba, copaiba. I'll say it both ways. You'll always hear me say it both ways, which is amazing to reduce inflammation. So a lot of times when kids are growing quickly, you get some inflammation in those joints, ligaments, tendons, that kind of thing, and it causes a lot of discomfort. So copaiba, just gets that inflammation to reduce. So that's like the first oil that's in there. And then we have lavender, which you all know we did a whole podcast on lavender itself. So I'm not going to go into details, but you know how great lavender is. It is the Swiss Army knife. You should have it in your home. If you don't, get it today. Next is spearmint. And I think, we've seen this in a couple of our other oils. Spearmint is a really good oil. It's a little bit more soothing to the skin than peppermint. Peppermint can be a little warm and it can irritate skin quicker, where spearmint does not have that warmth factor like hardly at all. And it
At
does
all.
help. Yeah, like I say hardly at all because some people do have sensitive skin, so I want to like appreciate those sensitive skin people. But really, it's so much more gentle than peppermint. And then we have xanth xanthosium, which I can't say very good because it's a really scientific word. It's for a fruit. And that one is also really good as like an analgesiac. I can't really talk today. Maybe we should just stop. I am like all
No,
tongue
we're
tied.
being real. I
Good.
love it.
We're good. We'll get through it. Um, so that is another really great oil to have in your toolkit, because rescuer, it's really going to be good for um also, maybe they've fallen down and they've got a little mark on them. You might want to use this to like clear up those little marks that happen and look weird and then yellowish after a few days. These will help that healing process a lot faster. And bedtime and bath time, man, this is a good time to use them, because I don't know about you guys, but my kids always had those dang discomfort things happening late at night. They would like lay in bed and they would start to feel all the discomfort. And I wish this was a thing when my kids were really, really little. So,
Mhm. Well,
okay,
Sarah,
that's
I'm glad you finished off with that as far as rescuer goes, because the final blend pairs really well with what you just said. And it is calmer. It is the essential oil blend. It's our restful blend in our kids' kit. And calmer helps to create a soothing environment. It can aid in the most stressful situations, restless sleep, right? Calm, anxious feelings, my friends. Calmer is going to be your jam. Sarah's going to touch on all the oils in that briefly, but I wanted to tell you that all of these tools, you have 7 tools in your toolkit available for you and your children. School is in session or about to happen. All of these things are going to come up in your life and in your child's life. So why not pair it with toxic-free solutions to help them be their best them? Did I say that right? Help them be their best them? And provide them with tools that are non-toxic, that smell amazing, and are easy to use. This isn't rocket science, my friends, but Calmer can do exactly what I just said and more. So, Sarah, what is in this beautiful blend?
Oh, I love Calmer. I give this out as a baby shower gift, actually. This is one of the things that goes in as a baby shower gift to all of my friends. I keep a roller bottle of this on hand all the time for lots of different reasons. But let me go through the oils really quick and then I'll touch on a couple of the different reasons to have this in your purse. Like, as an adult, you should have this in your purse. Even if you don't have little ones around you, you should have this in your purse. So the first oil is lavender. Of course, we can talk all the day long. And why is calmer like lavender? Think about that one. So lavender is there. Lavender is in that. And then our next oil, I want to touch on this because we don't talk about this very much. It's Kananga which is a cousin to the ylang ylang. It's a cousin to the ylang ylang flower. And this one is it's flower, right? So when we think of flower, we think of gentleness. We think of it being a gentle oil. So this flower is going to be amazing for calming everything down, calming down that parasympathetic system so we can get into rest and digest. It's really important. Then we have Buddha wood. It's a wood oil. That should be like your first thing. What do we know about woods? That they are
Grounding.
grounding. Right, there you go. A plus for
Woo-hoo!
Vicky. She gets the super smart sticker on her page today. So then we also have Roman chamomile, which we just did a whole podcast just a couple of podcasts ago, and we talked about Roman chamomile. So if you didn't catch that one, go back and check out. I think it was episode 26, 25. It was episode 25. Go check that out. Our Live Free podcast, and we talked about that
We'll link it in the show notes because I really want y'all to understand lavender and Roman chamomile for sure.
for sure. So as you can tell, there's tons of great calming, grounding oils in this blend, and it is so good. But why do I say to keep it in your purse? First of all, have you ever gotten a bug bite or a mosquito bite? This is a great oil to roll on to a mosquito bite and stop the itchiness really quick because it's the lavender in it. Okay, so fears and just some of the things that you experience with stress. This is a great oil for this. When you're feeling tight, wound up, that kind of thing, this is a good one. And I know we're going to talk a lot more about this, about the emotional parts, but it's just a really good oil. How many of you have ever had to stand in line at, like, say, the DMV when you're agitated because you've spent like 5 hours at the DMV and you want to just like pull your hair out. And then when you get up there, they're like, "Oh, you missed one little thing, a checkbox. Go back to the end of the line." And you're irritated, right? I don't know about you, but
Take
this
your
happens to
number
me.
from that kiosk. I surely don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. I love the DMV.
We all love standing in lines, right? So this is a good one to just kind of roll on yourself to kind of bring you down when you're having to stand in a line and maybe there's not super intelligent people around you and you're getting a little bit more irritated than normal. This is a great oil to like put on yourself. The other reason is as a mom, if your kids are having meltdowns now, how many of you have been in the DMV with little kids and you want to strangle somebody because not only are you waiting in this ridiculous line and your kid is asking you, "How much longer do we have to stay here?" And you don't have an answer for that child, you're irritated. The child is like on the brink of a meltdown because you've run out of every snack you had in your purse. This
And you
oil,
had a whole kitchen load of snacks.
this oil is going to be good to help with those meltdowns, those tantrums, those things where we are just, they are littles and they don't always know the most appropriate times for their emotions. They've just bubbled out over and they can't necessarily control it because they haven't learned how to yet. And you haven't taught them as an adult in their life how to. So instead of getting frustrated and getting mad, let's roll some calmer on them to bring them down. And if you can catch it before it gets into meltdown stage, even better. And it's a great oil. Oh yeah, for bedtime too. Did we even talk about bedtime? All the other things we can talk about with this
I
oil.
think all the parents listening to this podcast are like, yep, I'm picking up what you're putting down. And my friends, these oils are safe when used correctly. So let me touch on for a brief 15 seconds. Newborns, down the spine, bottoms of feet when you have socks on. From adolescent to like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old. Back of neck, down the spine, bottoms of the feet. Do you see where I'm going with this? The younger they are, the further away you want from their face because their hands go places that they shouldn't go. The older you get, the more you understand what you do with your hands. Down the spine is a wonderful place to apply any oils, any age you are. Bottoms of your feet, think of it as the highway of your body. It will go where it needs to go. Okay? Sarah, anything else you want to touch on?
We are going to link a video in our show notes that you guys can watch a video because we believed that these ones were so powerful that we needed to link a video with this because
Yep.
we just really wholeheartedly believe in these for not just for your littles, but for you as well as an adult. I mean, like I just said, I just told you, I keep calmer in my purse and I keep brave in my purse. So they're for me. They're not for me. They're for my tantrums.
Yeah.
They're for, they're to help me so I don't have a tantrum in public. Let's be totally truthful and honest here. So I just think you can't go wrong with this collection. It's a fantastic one, especially if you're a little leery or new to essential oils and you have kids and you're like, I don't know all the dilution. I don't understand this all yet. This is a great beginner set because you can use them on you. You can use them on your littles and you can even use them on some of your pets.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother podcast and a half. And we will be sure to be bringing you an amazing speaker that will be talking to you all about essential oils and your pets in a podcast series coming up soon.
Make sure to provide yourself with this wellness and have the best school year yet.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Essential Oil Scoop. If you've enjoyed today's scoop on essential oils and want to stay updated with our latest episodes, exclusive content, and special offers, be sure to follow us and opt into our exclusive newsletter. Just head on over to our website, theessentialoilscoop.com/newsletter, and opt in today. For more wellness tips and monthly inspiration, connect with us on social media. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. And please feel free to share and tag us on all of your essential oil adventures using the hashtag the Essential Oil Scoop. Remember, your wellness journey is our priority. We are here to help and support you every step of the way. Thanks again for being part of our essential oil family. Until next time.